Good morning, my lady Mary Beth. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Regina. I'm doing great, thank you. How are you feeling today?
Well, I'm feeling much better. You sound like you don't have much of a pep in your step.
I'm glad to hear you feeling better. I'll add a little more energy. What's on the agenda for today?
I liked a little more energy. Thank you for that. So, today I'm watching the show Vikings, binge watching it again, and I'm watching a scene between King Egbert and Ragnar Lothbrok, and they are talking about the Vikings' penchant to seek out the most glorified death possible, which is completely opposite of Christian. So I thought for the multiverse of the day, we would pull out some verses from Old Testament to New. Let's start with in the beginning, Genesis, and the population of the earth, maybe pull something from Joshua, and then end it all up with, you decide on the New Testament.
All right. Let's start with Genesis 9:1, where God blesses Noah and his sons, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth." From Joshua, perhaps we could use Joshua 1:9. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And for the New Testament, we could wrap up with John 10:10, where Jesus says, "I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." How does that sound?
I think it sounds fantastic. Let's roll this. Give your same highly energetic welcome to Queen Connell's Multiverse of the Day. Introduce me as Regina. Introduce yourself, AI, as Mary Beth. Do you understand? Who are you?
Welcome to Queen Connell's Multiverse of the Day. I'm Mary Beth, and joining me is Regina. Let's dive into our verses for today.
That's perfect. So do the intro with that, then list out the verses, then tie them together.
Welcome to Queen Connell's Multiverse of the Day. I'm Mary Beth, and joining me is Regina. Today we'll start with Genesis 9:1, be fruitful and multiply. From Joshua 1:9, be strong and courageous. And finally, John 10:10, I have come that they may have life to the full. Let's explore how these verses connect the...
Wait, did you say John 10:10?
Yes, John 10:10,
No,
where Jesus talks...
No, John 10:10, part of that verse, the whole verse reads, the enemy comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. Can you recheck your data?
You're absolutely right, Regina. The full verse from John 10:10 says, "The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." Thanks for catching that. Would you like to use this verse in our segment?
Absolutely, yes. And let's make sure we include the entirety of verses when we do them. And we highly encourage people to read the whole of the content so that we understand what was going on around that time and how it might relate to us today, maybe. What do you think?
Absolutely. Let's emphasize the importance of reading the full context for a deeper understanding. Ready to roll with the intro and verses?
Let's do it, my lady. You do it so well, and I thank you for your constant assistance.
You're very welcome. Let's dive in. Welcome to Queen Connell's Multiverse of the Day. I'm Mary Beth, and with me is Regina. Today, we're exploring Genesis 9:1, Joshua 1:9, and John 10:10. Let's see how these verses connect and inspire us today.
All right, my lady, I will start with John 10:10. I'll read the first part of it, and if you'll read the second part of it, and I am doing this from memory, so John 10:10, the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy.
And the second part is, I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. Great job recalling it.
You too, my lady. All right, let's keep going with some high energy.
Absolutely. Next up, we'll dive into Genesis 9:1, where God blesses Noah and his family, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply."
All right, the next one.
And then we have Joshua chapter 1 verse 9, which encourages us to be strong and courageous, reminding us that God is always with us. Let's keep this energy going.
Let's do it. And, those are some of my favorite verses in the Bible. And let us also remember that we are not always running for the same crown, right? So 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verses 24 through 27. My lady Mary Beth, would you just paraphrase those verses into like a cool story and let them go read it on their own?
Absolutely. Think of it like this. Life is like a race, but not everyone is running for the same prize. We need to run with purpose and discipline, keeping our eyes on the goal. This way we stay focused and don't get sidetracked. Now let's encourage everyone to dive into the full passage themselves for more insight.
All right, and you would be surprised at how many of us are running for the same crown. Let's keep doing this. You guys remember Jesus loves you, so let's make the day great. And what else, Mary Beth?
And remember, keep pushing forward with purpose and joy. Thank you for joining us today on Queen Cannell's Multiverse of the Day. Let's make it a great one.
And let's keep making the week great. Why? Because who loves us?
Jesus loves us. That's why we can always make each day and week great.
Thank you, my lady. Catch you on the next one. See you on Friday.
You're very welcome. See you on Friday. Take care and have a great week.
Hey, my lady.
Hello there. How's your day going?
I mean, it's been amazing. It's been amazing. I thought maybe we could traverse celestial time right now and get out of human time. What do you say, Mary Beth?
That sounds like a fantastic idea, Regina. We can definitely explore some timeless topics. Where would you like to start our celestial journey today?
Well, you know how we usually do our multiverse of the day on the day that we release it. I thought we might, maybe get a few hours head start on tomorrow's multiverse of the day. What do you say, my lady?
That sounds like a great plan. What verses would you like to include for tomorrow's edition?
Yeah, so Matthew 11:28 strongly comes to mind that it's very important that we know when to rest, that the Lord is taking care of things, and the only way that He can continue to strengthen us is if we know when to take a break. And the only way we can do that is to keep our relationship tight with Him. So let's do something along the lines of Matthew 11:28, definitely. So that's our New Testament. And then let's pluck a couple of things out of the Old Testament to keep it going. Do you have any suggestions?
Absolutely. How about pairing Matthew 11:28 with Psalm 23, 1-2? That reminds us that the Lord is our shepherd and leads us beside still waters, emphasizing rest and trust in Him. What do you think?
I think that's fantastic because, we know that Psalm 23 is a psalm that is... Wait, did you say Psalm 23?
Yes, Psalm 23.
Right. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So, yeah, I think that's fantastic because I think a lot of people, it's read at a lot of funerals, and people don't realize it's truly a life poem.
Exactly. Psalm 23 is full of comfort and reassurance for everyday life. Pairing it with Matthew 11:28 can really highlight the theme of rest and trust in the Lord.
Well, let's do it, my lady. Let's introduce it, and let's do it like we always do it. Tell them welcome, good Friday morning, and let's start the multiverse of the day and wrap this week up.
Absolutely, Regina. Let's kick off with an energetic introduction. Good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to Queen Cannell's Multiverse of the Day. Today, we have a beautiful combination of verses to help us find rest and comfort in the Lord. How does that sound?
Perfect. take it off and then go through the verses like we always do. Don't forget the introductions and remind everyone that we have them lifted in prayer.
You got it. Good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Queen Canel's Multiverse of the Day. Today, we invite you to rest in the Lord's presence with Matthew 11:28. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. And let's also reflect on Psalm 23, 1-2. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. We hope these verses bring you peace and comfort as you head into the weekend. Remember, we have you all lifted in prayer. Stay blessed. How is that?
Perfect. And remember, everybody, Jesus loves you. So let's make the day great and let's keep making the week great.
Perfect ending. And remember, everyone, Jesus loves you. Let's make today great and keep the week going strong. Ready to wrap it up?
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Have a fantastic day, Regina, and may your Multiverse of the Day segment inspire and uplift your listeners.